Speaking to yourself as you would your friend if they told you they were tired, not as your enemy, can help send that message of safety to your nervous system, to your brain, and then your metabolism will start to balance out because of it. Well, remember this too, that your weight is not a reflection of failure. When we're walking around carrying this, I'm a failure, that also causes a lot of release of stress hormones. Welcome back to the Butterfly Event Podcast. I'm your host, Heather Hewitt, double board certified naturopath, clinical nutritionist, and somatic trauma informed coach. Today, we're going to talk about something I see often with my clients and something that has been a special challenge for me over the years. We're going to specifically talk about how long-term stress can quietly influence our weight, our metabolism, and even our relationship with food. Well, let's talk about how stress changes the body. When your body experiences chronic stress, that is stress all the time, day in and day out, it doesn't know the difference between a true emergency and just everyday overwhelm. Your brain signals your adrenal glands to release a hormone called cortisol. It's the main stress hormone. In the short term, cortisol is helpful. I mean, that's how we get out of bed every day. It gives us energy, focus that we need to get things done. But when stress is long-term and unmanaged, then cortisol is always staying elevated. This over time can cause and slow down our metabolism. It can increase belly fat, storage of fat, disrupt blood sugar balance, and can contribute to craving those quick comfort foods that are high in sugar, salt, and fat, especially for sugar and refined carbohydrates. I know I have experienced this, and I'm sure you have too. Stress doesn't just affect our body, it impacts our emotional relationship with food too. And the reason for this is when our nervous system is dysregulated, then our body craves that soothing comfort food. It doesn't crave vegetables and nutrition. And we might find ourselves reaching for food to calm anxiety, to numb us, so we're not really feeling anything. But then we kind of feel empty, especially maybe feeling emotional emptiness and feeling in control. And then after that, of course, guilt follows at times, and it just creates this never-ending vicious cycle of stress where we have stress, emotional eating, then shame, then more stress. And this is why being in this constant cycle, which I like to call a hamster wheel, it can really cause a huge struggle and challenge with maintaining a healthy weight. And our weight struggles aren't about finding the perfect diet or willpower. I'm sure you've tried that. And that's not what it's about. It's about regulating the nervous system, creating safety in the body again. That is what's paramount to having that healthy body weight. Well, I'm going to give you a few ways or tips that you can use to begin shifting from that stress storage to safety and balance. Number one, and it probably will always be at the top, and that is regulating your breath. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you're running around stressed or just in that high stress state, you're actually basically holding your breath. I will catch myself doing this. We want the opposite of that. We want to regulate our breath. And we do this by pausing, taking slow, intentional breaths. So we would inhale for 4. And exhale with a longer exhale that's slower and longer for 6 to 8. This helps to calm our vagus nerve. And when this happens, it signals safety to our brain and nervous system. It's really important because When we're not in that safety zone, we can't heal. We're not going to maintain balance. It's going to be the opposite of balance. It's going to be chaotic. The next thing that we need to do is prioritize rest and recovery. It's not a luxury, guys. It's not an option. Sleep and downtime are not lazy. Is actually metabolic medicine. And when we think about it this way, then we're going to take time out to get the proper rest that we need. It could be stopping and pausing. Well, what do I need right now? What is my body telling me? Pausing and taking a 15-minute close your eyes with going to a dark room, cut out all sensory input. It could be, if you can't do that, pausing, getting away from screens for a few minutes and doing some deep breathing. That will do wonders for bringing balance back and telling your nervous system and brain that you feel safe. The next tip is balancing blood sugar gently. Extreme diets is not going to accomplish that. It's actually going to bring about more stress, more cortisol. I've cut out all carbohydrates in the past. Then I went and had hormone testing done, like cortisol test, and my cortisol was through the roof. We want to be gentle about this and be more balanced, pairing protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your energy stable. This is going to be the fuel that you need for your adrenal system, for your body, and it's going to stabilize your blood sugar. And in the beginning, it may be a bit wonky, but over time, when we stick to this, we have consistent meal times, consistent whole food balance, then our blood sugar will be more stable. The next tip is moving for regulation. We're not trying to punish ourselves. Oh, I ate such and such yesterday. I need to work out for X amount of time, beating myself. We're not doing that. Remember, we're bringing balance and gentleness and safety. We're trying to send that signal, and doing punishing, high octane workouts is the opposite of that. So a gentle walk, stretching, dancing, or biking, doing something that you enjoy, where you can release those stress hormones naturally and they will be in sync with you. Offering yourself compassion is the next tip. This is so essential. Speaking to your body as a friend, not as an enemy. I can't believe I'm so tired. This is so awful. Saying these mean things to yourself is not going to get you anywhere. When you check in with yourself, oh, I feel tired. Okay, what do I need right now? Speaking to yourself as you would your friend, if they told you they were tired, not as your enemy, can help send that message of safety to your nervous system, to your brain, and then your metabolism will start to balance out because of it. Well, remember this too, that your weight is not a reflection of failure. When we're walking around carrying this, I'm a failure, that also causes a lot of release of stress hormones. Your weight is just a reflection of how long your body has been protecting you. That's all. And when we create safety and compassion, our body no longer needs to hold on to excess weight. Think about that. More compassion and love. Love yourself into a healthy weight. Show compassion for yourself and watch the weight release. Well, thank you for listening to the Butterfly Event Podcast today. And if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who really needs that gentle reminder that healing weight begins with healing the nervous system. And please like and subscribe. Until next time.